Welcome to Over the Line, where we challenge everything you've been told about health and wellness. We're here to shake things up for anyone over 40 who's ready to go beyond the basics. Join us as we dive into the radical side of fitness and mindset. We're talking about why we're not afraid to break the rules and how our own lives have been transformed. Ready or not, let's jump in. Gaia ordered some more stuff. I'm going to give you the luxury of opening this one too.
Okay, so I actually didn't order this. This is Tina's, but she wants me to open it.
Mine. Love Guy opening these things.
Sounds like presents. Oh, it's a packet. What is this? Lab 4 Live Cultures. That is a probiotic.
Pre and pro in
Pre
there.
and probiotic.
This is why I bought it.
Great for the gut biome, which is the foundational part of your immune system. The gut biome. And
with the gut, though, this is the reason I bought this, is because your brain and your gut are connected.
I so now.
And when I'm going through brain fog, or I actually forget words and forget names quite easily. And with my gut health, I'm focusing a lot on my gut health these days. This is why I get this one. It's a good product. I see it, I feel it working. So this is the thing where I thought, okay, let me stick to a product that actually works for me. And then with the pro and prebiotic, Guy, can you go into why both of those?
So the prebiotic is basically what the bacteria that lives in your gut. That's what it feeds off of, and it's going to be some form of sugar. And then the probiotics are the actual cultures themselves, the bacteria that are now repopulating your digestive system to help break down food, to avoid all the modern nasties that come from not eating proper food, from consuming foods that you are sensitive / allergic to, that then go on to cause a thing known as leaky gut syndrome, which is when it gets really bad, it's actually horrific, because your gut is only one cell thick, and so what becomes known as gut permeability means that if you imagine like the cells are like that, but then as that gets weaker, that happens, and then food particles pass through your gut lining into your portal vein, which goes to your liver, and then your liver is now no longer just dealing with fats and toxins and all the other jobs it does. Is now having to deal with food, which it's not designed to do. And so slowly but surely you start ruining your liver, which then has massive knock-on effects to everything, because our body's a system of systems. every organ has a gland that works off, that they work synergistically with one another as part of the whole team of 7 glands, 12 organs. And so literally every system in your body requires the other one to be healthy. And so if your gut is healthy, you've got less likely for gut permeability, you've got less likely to have leaky gut, and as a consequence, what you consume, you will then more than likely absorb. We are not what we eat. We are what we are not what we eat. We are what we absorb. Because you could be eating the most perfect meal imaginable, but because you've got leaky gut, you're not absorbing anything, so that's just wasted, and also you're ruining your liver. Now the problem is, in this day and age, most of the food that people consume isn't even really food. I'm reminded of the program Family Guy from back in the 80s, where Al Bundy was the main character. He had his favourite food, which he kept secret because otherwise his wife would...
Wait a minute, isn't Al Bundy married with children?
That is married. What did I say?
You said the Family Guy.
Sorry, I'm talking about outright. So
Married with Children.
I do apologise.
Love that show.
Yeah, great show, hilarious, very sad, very sad. But he had this. So Al Bundy, he had this product that literally said it's his favourite crunchy treat, and it's like, this is not a food. Do not expose to sunlight. And I remember laughing my ass off over that. But it stayed with me, because I now think about, okay, so you've got a bag of potato chips that isn't not food, but at the same time, it's not healthy food. There used to be a potato in there, and it was probably fried in vegetable oil, which is highly toxic. It's got flavors. Once again, those things that you can't pronounce the words, and it's got numbers after it. So basically, you shouldn't be eating them anyway. But they do taste delicious. But they will give you cancer. Am I allowed to say that? I'm not quite sure. But the truth is the truth.
We're leaving it in.
The truth is the truth. If you don't eat organic, grass-fed, naturally raised,
wild caught fish,
wild caught fish, then you take, basically, okay, so that's tier one. That's your Navy SEALs, your Special Air Service. Come down a little bit, wild reared, free range stuff. That's also great. That's going to be, you're going to be much higher. But if you're living off of things that basically go into a microwave for 3 minutes, and have chemicals as their baseline, you're asking for trouble, and you will end up ill. And
the immune system and everything you do, it doesn't help. And also your intestinal lining, the more junk we eat and food we eat and consume that isn't healthy for the body, other than what we just talked about, your stomach, your lining where the villi come in will be covered, and that's where all the absorption happens. And that needs to be cleansed out. I mean, there's cleanses to do for that. And I'm about to do one of those intestinal cleanses. But I live in England now, and I know products in the United States that I take that work, but I'm not sure here. So we'll have to go through that another day.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Can't think of anything off the top of my head.
But that will help with absorption, help with gut health. And when I take the probiotics, it will actually do that brain gut connection for me. So those are the things that I'm currently working on.
Yeah, your gut biome is a fascinating thing. I mean, it's one of those things you could probably write books on it. There probably have been books written about it.
There are lots of books.
Fascinating, because it's also, I mean, we all hear about good bacteria and bad bacteria. No such thing. They're all meant to be there. It's just that when the ones that basically produce harmful chemicals go to there, and these ones are pushed down, then you've got a problem. But if you can maintain a balance of allegedly good and allegedly bad bacteria, then you'll basically maintain perfect health. And like I said in one of our previous things, you're only as young as your spine. So if you've got a good flexible spine, you're young. Now, every nerve in your gut comes from your spine, so you get a feedback mechanism as well. So if you've got a bad back, it could actually be the fact that you've got some kind of toxic overload in your gut that's causing you to have a bad back or sore back. It's affecting everything. It's fascinating.
You really have to be present about it too, because when okay, I'm going to get kind of gross. So when I have to go pee really bad and I'm on the train, I'm like, oh crap, I don't want to go pee on the train. My stomach and then my back starts aching, and it's just, I mean, it's a real pain. And then I start getting dizzy because I'm not breathing properly because I gotta go pee. And it's just this whole cycle thing, which...
Just imagine back in the old days where you could just basically walk up to a bush.
Well,
how much simpler life was.
I don't know about that either, because maybe some women will go pee in a bush because they don't care, they have to go pee really bad.
Well, once upon a time there weren't any toilets, there were just bushes.
Yeah, but not this time, not in our lifetime.
Not in this day and age.
Yeah, my lifetime, I always had a toilet to go to.
Yeah. You weren't an infantryman then?
No, I was not. A businesswoman through and through, uni. Yeah.
I've done most of my urinating in the wild.
That's okay, Guy. I mean, camping. I've gone in the bushes camping before, but
I still prefer it, to be fair.
You're a man. You're a man, baby. Anything else about pre and probiotics?
I haven't got any books in front of me, so I'm having to just scour my
we're all
savage
good.
brain.
There's so much on this topic. There's like experts in this field too, and doctors that are experts in this type of field and gut and brain connection. But this is currently what
I suppose one book that I would highly recommend to anybody, and it covers a whole basically, it's called Eat, Move and Be Healthy by Paul Chek, and it's basically, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there, not too much, so it's not going to basically grind you down, but there's enough information in that book about gut health and why you need to have a healthy gut for anybody. But then also covers exercise and mindset.
It covers everything. Metabolic typing, how you're supposed to eat. It's actually a really comprehensive
it certainly is.
book, and anyone who's wanting to get somewhat healthy or have a healthy lifestyle, that is the first book to pick up.
And that's got to be getting on for 20 years now, and I think it's into its third edition now, second or third edition.
Oh, I think I have the first edition.
Yeah, I have as well. I bought it straight from his wife's hand.
We love Paul Chek.
We love Paul Chek. Thank you, Paul. You make life better.
Yes, you really have. Thank you. All right, and thank everyone else.
Bye.